about the end point of the 8 limbs, samadhi, which is a sense of integration, of union. It's also the beginning point of the sutras, Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha, when the mind is perfectly pacified. And how do we go about doing this? Well, that's what all of these instructions are possibilities. We're going to work with the exhale today, drawing on Sutra 134, which says you can find serenity, calmness, by lengthening the exhale and working with the hold after exhale. And this is our method. And we'll start by lying down on the back. So begin with the knees bent with the feet on the floor. And take a moment to feel your connection with the floor. Relax the breath. Draw yourself into this moment and be present to what you're doing now, which is simply resting on the floor. Now let's add the element of the breath. Bring the arms close to the sides. With the lips gently closed, a slight constriction in the throat to create the whispered ujjayi sound. Inhale, let your arms float up overhead to the floor behind you. And exhale, bring the arms down to the sides. Just observe what that's like. Inhaling the arms up overhead. And exhaling the arms down to the sides. Now we're going to work here to start to find a long, comfortable exhale. So take your inhale, float the arms up overhead again. And this time, count your exhale as your arms come down. Just see where you're starting. And do another breath like that. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And count the exhale as you bring the arms back down. Relax the breath for a moment. We're going to now find an exhale and settle into a particular length exhale. Let's straighten the legs out now so that they're extended onto the floor. And we're going to bring the arms up overhead again, but instead of stretching them up and back this time, we're going to sweep them wide. And I'd like you to find a long, comfortable exhale and see if you can consistently maintain that same length exhale over 4 repetitions. The legs are relaxed. With the inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides and up. And then count your exhale. And let's try to make a long, complete, consistent exhale, bringing the arms down. And do that 3 more times and see if you can keep that count steady on the exhalation. The inhale is free. It's going to be long and smooth, but you don't need to do anything in particular with it. But the exhale, pull the belly gently in, bring the arms out to the sides and down, counting the length of the exhale and finding a consistent length exhale to work with. 2 more times. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Hug the belly and exhale, sweep the arms out and down, counting your exhale, making that movement, that length of breath consistent. 1 more time. Inhale, sweep the arms. And exhale down in the same count as your previous exhale. And then relax. Relax the breath. So hopefully by now you've established a baseline, a length of exhale that you can work with. Take a moment to relax the breath. If your lower back is asking for a little relief, you can bring your knees into your chest for a moment. Let the breath move naturally. Okay, let's turn to the side and then come up onto all fours. And we're going to keep working with that same length exhale here. And we'll allow the movements to become gradually more complicated. We're going to move into a vinyasa, kind of adding elements. The constant stream will be the length of the exhale. We're going to add movement elements, and then we're actually going to add some holding of the breath after exhale. But first, let's establish this steady baseline and work with that steady baseline exhale. We'll start on all fours. And inhale here, feeling the chest expand. Then count the length of your exhale as you move your hips back to your heels and find that consistent baseline exhale, moving slowly in time with that count. And inhale, move up onto all fours again. And exhale, bring the hips back, counting the exhale and keeping a consistent, long, smooth exhale. No strain. Inhale, move up onto all fours. So that 2 more times to confirm that you've got the right length exhale to be working with. Now the common feature here is going to be the length of the exhale. Let's keep it going as we move into the vinyasa. Inhaling, lift up onto your knees, raising the arms up around the ears and opening the chest. Exhale, in that same count, fold all the way down to the floor. With your inhale, move up onto all fours. Keep the exhale consistent as you exhale and bring your hips back to your heels. Inhale, lift the arms, stand up tall onto the knees. Open the front of the body. And exhale, consistent length as you fold all the way down to the floor. And lift up onto all fours with inhale. Keep your exhale consistent as you bring the hips back to the heels. And inhale, stand up onto the knees. We're going to add an element here, upward dog. Exhale, fold down to the floor, keeping that length of the exhale consistent. Stretch the arms far forward. And inhale, sweep into upward dog, dropping the hips and lifting the chest. Keep the exhale consistent as you bring your hips back to your heels. And then stand up onto the knees, lifting and opening. Let's lower the arms down the front with the exhale. We're going to do that same vinyasa again. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up. Consistent exhale as you fold down to the floor. Arms far forward so you can inhale to upward dog. And exhale, consistent length as you bring your hips back to your heels. Inhale and stand up onto the knees. And exhale, lower the arms down the front, keeping the exhale length consistent. If you need a relaxed breath, take it. We're going to add an element. Inhale, arms forward and up. And consistent exhale as you fold down to the floor. Reach the arms far forward. Inhale into upward dog, lifting the chest and dropping the hips. Consistent exhale, bend your elbows, lower your forehead down to the floor, and stay there while you inhale. Exhale, we're going to stretch the arms right out in front of you, palms down on the floor, and inhale, raise the chest and the head. Now we're going to stay here, keep your consistent exhale, hug the belly, and stay here while you inhale. Again, stay, exhale, keeping that count steady. And stay and inhale. We'll take 2 more breaths, keeping the count of the exhale steady. Last exhale, up in place. Then final inhale in place. Steady exhale as you lower the forehead down to the floor. Very slow movement because you're moving in that same long breath. Inhale, we'll bring the hands under the shoulders, lift back up into upward dog. And exhale, let's bring the hips back to the heels, keeping the length of the exhale consistent. Inhale, stand up tall onto the knees, lift and open the chest. And consistent exhale as the arms come down. All right, let's take a little break with the breath. Let the breath flow naturally. So you can see that in different positions, the challenge is changed. But our steady attention is on the way to make that exhale consistent. And you'll do the best you can without creating any strain. We're going to keep working with some vinyasa. Continue to use that same steady exhale. Inhale, arms will float forward and up. Count the exhale as you fold down to the floor. Inhale, lift up onto all fours. Now we'll work with downward facing dog. Tuck your toes and exhale. Raise the hips to the ceiling. Keep your movement steady in time with that exhale breath. And inhale, bring the knees back down onto the floor. Again, steady long exhale. Raise the hips to the ceiling. You can keep your knees bent if that gives you a better stretch for the back. And then inhale, the knees come slowly down to the floor. Twice more. Steady exhale as you raise up into downward facing dog. And inhale, knees down to the floor. And exhale, lift the hips. This is the last time into the downward dog. We're going to go into the pigeon. On your inhale, bring your left knee to the floor between your hands. We're going to stretch the right leg off behind, cross the left foot over the right. And with exhale, we're going to fold down towards the floor, breastbone aiming for the knee. You can rest your hands under your forehead or stretch them out in front of you. Put a pillow under your head, come up onto your forearms. Do what works for 4 breaths. See if you can keep your exhale the same like the whole time. When you're done with those 4 breaths, we're going to inhale. Bring the hands next to the knee and lift the chest up. We'll stay for a breath here. Consistent exhale. And stay and inhale. Lift and open the chest. With exhale, we're going to move to downward dog. So keep that count steady as you raise your hips to the ceiling. Let's inhale the knees to the floor. Keep the exhale consistent as you bring your hips back to your heels. And inhale, lift back up onto all fours. Returning to down dog on the exhale. Count the exhale and push the hips towards the ceiling. Inhale to the pigeon with the right knee coming forward between the hands. Take your foot a little bit wider towards the outside of the left. Stretch your left leg behind you. And exhale, fold down into the stretch, where we'll stay for 4 breaths, keeping the exhales consistent the whole time. When you're done with the 4 breaths here, use an inhale and bring your hands alongside the knees. You lift the chest up, where we will stay for a breath. See what it takes to keep the exhale consistent. You'll have to pull the belly into the spine and support there. And then on the next exhale, we'll move to downward dog. See if you can keep the breath smooth and consistent even as you're shifting positions. We'll inhale, bring the knees to the floor. And exhale to child's pose, counting that exhale. If you need a break, take one here. We're going to return to the downward dog. Inhale, lifting up onto all fours when you're ready. Consistent exhale as you raise the hips to the ceiling. Now we'll stay and we're going to add another element, which is a 2-second pause after the exhale. So we're keeping the count of the exhale consistent and then adding a 2-second pause when we're done with the exhale. Remember, on the pause, you don't tense up, you just keep the belly hugged and imagine that the breath is still moving out. When you're done with the 4 breaths, we'll bring the knees down to the floor and inhale. Consistent exhale, bring the hips back to the heels. Stay and relax the breath for a moment there. Okay, one more transition. We're going to work our way towards standing, moving through the down dog to get there. The length of the exhale stays the same. Inhale, come up onto all fours. Consistent exhale as you raise your hips to the ceiling in downward facing dog. Pause for 2. And then as you inhale, walk your hands in towards your feet until you're in a forward bend, where we'll stay with the consistent exhale. And pause for 2. Then inhale, take the arms forward and open the chest. Bring yourself all the way up. Exhale, lower the arms down the front. Pause for 2. And then relax the breath. Let the breath move freely. Continue to keep your attention on the breath. Observe the body, feeling the effect of the movement on the body. Observe the breath. Feel the internal sensations and the heart beating. We're going to move into Parshvottanasana, a straight leg have asymmetrical forward bend. Continuing to work with the pause of 2 after the consistent exhale. So we're just keeping that exhale steady the whole time, and we've added the pause of 2, and we'll continue with that. So beginning from Samastiti, you'll steady the hips. Turn the right toe slightly out. Take the left foot forward. Be sure the belly button's still pointing forward. If you don't feel steady, take your left foot a little wider to the left. Consistent exhale throughout, holding 2 counts after the exhale. We'll work with the arms wide, keeping the legs straight. Inhale, take the arms out to the sides and up. Count your exhale as you bend down. Keep the legs straight, bring your hands to your back. Hold the breath out for 2. Then inhale, arms out and up. Keeping the legs straight as long as that's comfortable. Bend a little if you need to. Bend down again. Exhale. Count your breath. Move your hands to your back. Fold forward. Hold the breath out for 2. And lift to the top. We're going to do it 2 more times. Count the exhale. Hug the belly. Fold down. Hands moving to the back. Legs stay straight. Hold the breath out for 2. Lift with the inhale. 1 more time. Count the exhale as you fold down. Hands to the back. Fold forward. Legs straight. Hold the breath out for 2. And come up with the inhale. Without bending forward, count the exhale as you lower the arms out to the sides and down. Hold the breath out for 2. And then relax the breath. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Samastiti. Neutral, steady, balanced position. Breath relaxed. Observe the quality of the breath as you relax it. It could be short, it could still be long, it could be shallow, it could still be deep. There may be pauses or not. Just observe. Other side, bring the hands to the hips. Keep the pelvis steady as we turn the left toes out and step the right foot forward. Again, right foot wide enough to the right that you feel good and steady. Continuing with consistent length exhale and the 2-second pause. Inhale, bring the arms out to the sides and up. Count the exhale as you fold down. Keep the legs straight, bring the hands to the back. Hold the breath out for 2. And lift to the top on the inhale. Leg is staying straight, chin stays down. Count your exhale, fold down. Hands to the back. 2-second pause. And up to the top on inhale. 2 more times. Count the exhale, fold forward. Hold the breath out 2. Lift up with the inhale. Last time like that. Count the exhale, fold down. Hold the breath out 2. And lift to the top. Then without bending down, exhale, lower the arms. Hold the breath out for 2. And relax the breath. Step the right foot back to join the left, Samastiti. Continued awareness of the breath even as you release control of it. Ardha Utkatasana, the squat, half squat. We're going to allow the breath to just be free. So for this particular posture, just keep the breath long and smooth, no particular count, no particular pause. Keeping the chin down, gaze steady. Inhale, arms forward and up. With the exhale, the knees will bend, we fold down. If a natural pause presents itself, by all means feel free to take it. Inhale, raise the arms, lift the chest, straighten the legs, come up tall, keep the chin down, lower the arms down, the front with exhale. We'll do 3 more. Inhale, raise the arms. And bend down with the exhale, bending the knees comfortably, folding forward, relaxing the neck, and lift with inhale. Arms come down the front with exhale. Twice more. Inhale, raise the arms. And bend down with exhale. Lift with inhale. And bring the arms down the front with exhale. Please do that one more time on your own. Relaxing in Samastiti as you're ready. Control of the breath released. Focus on the breath maintained. We'll bring the legs wide. Parvati Trikonasana, twisted triangle. We're returning to counting the breath. We're going to increase the hold to 4 counts, up from 2 after exhale. So that moment after exhale, when the breath isn't moving and it's completely out, should be a very still moment. Concentration in that moment where nothing is happening except awareness. No movement, no breath. Inhale, take the arms out to the sides and up. We'll exhale and twist right hand to the left foot or leg. Holding the breath out for 4. And lift to the top on the inhale. Count the breath as you exhale, twisting down, right hand to the left foot or leg, and hold the breath out for 4. Lift to the top on the inhale. 3 more to each direction. Exhale, twist to the left. Left hand can go on the back or stretch up to the ceiling. Hold out for 4. Inhale and come to the top. Keep counting the length of the exhale. Twist to the right. And hold out for 4. Again, inhale to lift. Count the breath, exhale, twist to the left side. Hold the breath out for 4, no clenching. Inhale to the top. And twist to the right. Count the exhale. Hold the breath out for 4. Inhale to the top. We go 1 more time in each direction. Count the breath as you exhale. Right hand to the left side. Hold the breath out for 4. Lift to the top on inhale. And twist to the right side. Hold the breath out for 4. Inhale and come to the top. Count the exhale, arms out to the sides and down. Hold the breath out for 4. Then relax the breath. Come to Samastiti at the back of the mat. Continue to observe the breath as you rest. I'm going to add one more element here. This is a movement on the hold after exhale. We'll do the exhale movements as we hold the breath out. The inhale movements will still continue to be taking place on the inhale. We're going to do a forward bend. Begin by inhaling and taking the arms forward and up. And then we'll stay here with the arms extended up. Count your exhale, hug the belly in. When the breath is completely out, we're going to keep it out and fold down, keeping the legs comfortably straight. Then inhale, float to the top. Stay here and exhale, hug the belly in. See if you can keep your consistent exhale. Once the breath is completely out, keep it out and fold down. Inhale, lift to the top. We'll stay here and exhale. Steady breath. Hold the breath out and bend forward. Inhale to the top. Do it one more time. Stay here, count the exhale. Hold the breath out, fold down. Lift to the top on inhale. Stay here as you exhale. Hold the breath out as you lower the arms down without bending forward. Then relax the breath. We have one more element to introduce. We're going to do it with Chakravakasana, where all of the movements take place on the hold after exhale. We're going to see if we can keep the length of the active portion of the exhale consistent. Let's come down onto all fours. So we'll only be moving while the breath is held out. All active phase of the breath happens while the body is still. We'll stay here and inhale. Stay here as you exhale. Count that exhale. When it's completely out, hold the breath out, move your hips back to your heels. And stay here. Take an inhale. Let it be slow. Stay here and count your exhale. Then keep it out as you come up onto all fours. And stay here and inhale. Watch out on the inhale that the breath doesn't rush in. You're going to still control it. Stay here and exhale, hugging the belly. Keep the breath out. Move the hips back to the heels. Relax the neck and shoulders. Stay here while you breathe slowly in. Count the exhale. Stay here. Then with the breath held out, back up onto all fours. Without rushing, inhale here. Stay and exhale. Hold the breath out. Bring the hips to the heels. Bend the elbows, relax the neck. Without rushing, inhale here. And exhale here. Counting that exhale. Keeping the breath out. Up to all fours. Control the inhale, gentle inhale here. Count the exhale here. Hold the breath out and bring your hips to the heels. Stay, gentle inhale. And complete exhale. And then stay here for a moment, relax the breath. As you're ready, we're going to move to the back. Lying in the back with the knees bent. Allowing the breath to move naturally. Continue to link your attention to the breath even while it's relaxed. We'll take one more posture, Vipadapidam, using that technique of moving only on the hold after exhale. It's called Anga Laghava. It means all over lightness. So we begin with the arms down close to the sides, feet on the floor in line with the sit bones. We're going to continue to count the exhale. We'll stay here and inhale. The inhales are slow, gentle, no glottal stop. Count your exhale as you stay right here. Then hold the breath out, lift the hips and the arms. And we'll stay here and inhale. Count the exhale, stay. Hold the breath out and bring the hips and the arms down. Inhale here. Count your exhale as you stay here. Hold the breath out and raise the hips and the arms. Stay and inhale, easy inhale. And count the exhale. Hold the breath out, hips and arms back down. Stay and inhale slowly. Count the exhale, stay here. Keep the breath held out. Lift the hips and the arms. Stay with inhale, gentle inhale. Stay and count your exhale. Hold the breath out, bring the hips and the arms down. One more repetition. Stay here, gentle inhale. Count the exhale. Hold the breath out and lift. Stay, gentle inhale. Count the exhale. And hold the breath out and come back down. Then relax the breath. Keep observing the breath even while you relax the control of it. Let's bring the knees into the chest. You can hug them in with the hands touching or leave your arms down on the floor. Relax for a moment here. We're continuing to let the breath breathe itself and be aware of its natural movement. We're going to move into a twist. Return to paying attention to the hold after exhale. We'll do 4 breaths where we're holding out for 4 after exhale, and then if you can comfortably do it, you're going to increase that to 6 counts after exhale. The inhale is free, the exhale is consistent. Begin by inhaling here. Counting the exhale, bring your knees over to the left side, placing the left hand on the right knee. Hold the breath out for 4. Turn the head to the right. Inhale. And stay at exhale here. Count the breath. Hold the breath out for 4. Belly hugged into the spine. Free inhale. Count the exhale. Relax the right shoulder. Hold the breath out for 4. Then inhale freely. Again, count the exhale. Keep it consistent. One more time with the hold of 4. 4 more breaths. Now we're going to increase the hold to 6 if that's comfortable. Continue to count the exhale. Hold the breath out for 6. Relax into that stillness. Gentle inhale. Count the exhale. Hug the belly in. Relax the right shoulder. Complete the exhale, hold the breath out for 6. Keep the inhale gentle. Again, exhale, counting the exhale. And holding the breath out for 6. No strain. One more breath when you're ready. Then we're going to inhale and bring the knees into the center and relax the breath for a moment here. Hands can be on the knees or arms relaxed on the floor, wherever you're comfortable. Let the breath flow freely, which might mean that there's natural pauses, maybe not. Remember that the breath has 3 parts: the inhale, the exhale, and the retention. So all of those 3 parts can move freely now. Now we're going to take the twist to the right side. Use your exhale to bring both knees over to the right side. Place the right hand on the left knee. Hold the breath out for 4. Inhale, turn and look at the left hand. Hug the belly. Exhale, counting the exhale. And hold the breath out for 4. 2 more breaths like that. Gentle inhale. Try not to clamp down on the throat when you're holding the breath out, so there's no release. Keep counting your exhale. Hold the breath out for 4 without clamping in the throat. Inhale is gentle. Exhale and hug the belly. Again, hold the breath out for 4. We're going to increase the hold to 6. 4 more breaths on your own, holding 6 counts after exhale. Relax into the stillness of that hold after exhale. No tension in the body. When you're ready, you inhale, bring the knees back into the center. Again, we'll rest for a moment, relaxing the breath. Hands can be on the knees or down on the floor, wherever you're comfortable. Now as we go into Apanasana, we're going to drop the counting and just going into the sense of the longest comfortable exhale and the longest comfortable hold, whatever that becomes. One hand on each knee. Relax the shoulders. Begin by inhale gently. Exhale and draw the knees close into the belly. Extending that exhale, letting it be as long as it can be without strain. Soften the shoulders, the face, and the feet. Hold the breath out comfortably long. When you're ready to inhale, move the knees slowly away from the chest as you breathe in. And then hug the knees and do a comfortable long exhale as you hug the knees in. Extend the exhale, then hold the breath out. Keeping the shoulders relaxed, the face, the feet relaxed. Rest into that hold. As you're ready, knees float away on inhale. Hug the belly and hug the knees in. What's the longest comfortable exhale here? And follow it by the longest comfortable hold. No tension. One more time. Long, complete exhale. Rest into the pause after exhale. When you're ready to inhale, lower one foot to the floor and the other foot to the floor. Relax your arms down. Relax the control of the breath. As you're ready, extend the legs straight out onto the floor, coming into final relaxation. In Shavasana, no control of the breath, but complete awareness of the breath. Begin by settling the body, making sure that the body is comfortable, legs comfortably separated, arms comfortably separated. make any adjustments you need to. If you need to support behind your knees to give your lower back a break, that's fine, or something behind the head if your neck is uncomfortable. Find a place where you're going to be really comfortable and you can relax the body completely. We'll keep the breath very relaxed and natural. Again, this may mean that it's long or that it's short. It could be deep or shallow. There may be pauses, there may not. Don't impose anything on the breath now, but please watch it. Pay attention. Be particularly observant if there are any natural pauses. If so, sink into that stillness. continued awareness on the natural movement of the breath. On Tuesday, we did the pranayama while lying down. That's also possible with today's pranayama. If you like that, you're welcome to stay on your back. If you prefer to sit up, then you can slowly stretch yourself out and gradually move up into a comfortable seated position. We'll continue with our focus on the hold after exhale and the attempt to make that hold a place of stillness, calmness, settledness. If you're upright, you're going to root your sit bones down into the seat and lift the crown up towards the ceiling. Feel steady and comfortable. If you're on your back, just check that you're in a good position. If you like, you can bend the knees and have the feet against the floor, soles of the feet on the floor. Wherever you have established your Sthira Sukhasasanam, your steady, comfortable seat, begin to re-engage with your Ujjayi breath. Feeling that whispered ah and drawing both the inhale and the exhale to a comfortable, long, smooth length. As closely as you can without creating any strain, see if you can make the inhale and the exhale equal to each other. Keeping that as your baseline, the inhale and the exhale equal. We'll start to work with the hold after exhale. Remember, on the exhale, you hug the belly in and relax the shoulders, so that's the position that you'll remain in as the breath is held out. After your next exhale, we'll hold the breath out for 4. And then inhale, exhale, and again hold the breath out for 4. Please do 2 more breaths like that. We're just holding out after exhale. For the next 4 breaths, increase that hold out to 6 counts. For the next 4 breaths, if it's comfortable, you can extend out to hold out of 8. 8 counts held out after exhale, or stay with 6 if that's better for you. We don't want to create any strain or jerkiness in the breath. So long and smooth, and then adding that 8 count hold after exhale if that doesn't disturb anything. Be sure you remember the idea of relaxing into that space. Physically relaxing, relaxing the shoulders, the space between the eyebrows. Mentally relaxing. No resisting, just let the seconds go by. The next step from here will be to reduce that hold back to 4 counts. 4 more breaths. Hold after exhale is now reduced to 4 counts. Continued attention there, relaxing into that stillness. When you finish those 4 breaths with the hold of 4, we'll relax the breath completely. Release the Ujjayi breath. Release any conscious holds. Let the breath breathe itself. Become the observer of the breath, only observing. Keep the attention present. Some words about samadhi. The description of samadhi is that the mind becomes emptied of its form and like a perfectly clear lens. So whatever presented to it is the only thing that shines forth in the mind. Usually the mind is moving and expressing preferences, going off into the past, into the future, making habitual behaviors. So we clear the mind, and when the mind becomes perfectly clear, this is the state of samadhi. Consciousness rests on whatever the object is that's in front of it. The mind becomes perfectly transparent and is stripped down, most notably of the sense of me and mine. This is asmita, the ego. All of the identifications that you normally engage with disappear. Then whatever is presented is seen as though seen through a perfectly clear lens. This is why samadhi is translated as absorption or integration or union, because there's a perfectly present experience of consciousness. If you're still on your back, then bring your knees into your chest and slowly come up to sit. And then we'll all bring the hands into the Anjali Mudra. Open the eyes slowly. Namaste. Thank you. Hope that you have found some stillness, that the ever busy mind was able to slow its pace a bit. Next week we move into the next phase. We'll continue to stay remote on Tuesdays, and we're going to try meeting in person at Conkling Hall on Thursdays. So Tuesdays here, Thursdays in person at Conkling Hall. We'll see how it goes. Please let me know if you were here. And Nancy, if you're here this morning, leave me your email address. I'd like to include you in my communications. Right. Thanks, everybody. See you on Tuesday back here. Be well.